Well, I'm sorry the last video was such a bummer, but I promise today's video is going to be a lot more positive because we have the Tempest right here. And I realize it's been a minute since I've given you guys an update on this car and the build progress. Well, I have a million parts on order for this project. The problem is with all the parts back orders and stuff just isn't available. There's been this like huge delay in like getting stuff in. And so we haven't really made much progress beyond the last video you saw on it where the Wilwood brakes went on the car. But I thought I'd just do a really quick recap to those of you who are new to the channel, show you what we've already done, and then explain the direction of the build. So I'll pop the hood real quick. There's not a whole lot going on in here because we pulled out the overhead cam 6 and the transmission, but you can see we installed full QA1 suspension front and back, and this is their handling kit. I don't have the sway bars on just yet, but those will go on shortly. And then I'm running Wilwood's Classic Series brakes front and rear. And then if you come to the back, I don't have it up on the lift, but if you go to an old video, you can see it up there on the lift. You can see underneath the car a little better, but back under there we have the Mosier crate 12 volt and QA1 suspension and Wilwood brakes. So
looks good.
It's nice and shiny under there. And then yeah, I have just the Steelies front and back on the Mickey Thompson Sportsman ST tires. So yeah.
Looks good.
And then the interior is unchanged. It's just kind of storing some parts right now. That'll be kind of the last thing we get to is the interior. But I'll explain. So under the hood, what's the plan? So I actually have a 6-liter block that's being machined right now. And the plan for that is I want to build that motor from like oil pan all the way up to the intake myself. I want this to be like my first real engine build and do the whole entire motor. And that's gonna have a whole bunch of Holley parts on it. So I have a Holley intake on order, gonna be doing the Holley EFI with the Terminator X Max unit to control the transmission. And I just ordered the other day a 4L80E transmission from O'Reilly Auto Parts. So that's also on its way. That's gonna be a massive shipment coming in. So it'll be the 6-liter with the 4L80 behind it. And then I also need to order vintage air because this thing is gonna be the ultimate cruiser with heat and AC, which it's also pretty necessary because the plan has always been to take this car on like a cross-country road trip. So I really need the heat and AC in this thing. And then from there, I guess it's just gonna be touching up the interior on it and then also fixing up the exterior just a little bit. So there's a few areas more towards the back and it's worse on the passenger side, but there's these like patches of Bondo that I basically want to like patina match and just have the whole thing be this Montreux blue color, but still in this style. So to all the people asking if I was gonna paint it, I mean, kind of painting it. But I mean, how cool does it look like this though? It's pretty sweet.
I think it looks better like this.
Yeah, I like it.
It's got some great patina.
So
what about more about the engine? Like how much horsepower you have a horsepower number, or do you even care about that?
I mean, I'm trying not to care about it because it just needs to be reliable. But I'm thinking out of a 6-liter, I'm thinking I could get close to like 500 horse.
Because you will be using AFR cylinder heads.
Yes, I have the AFR Enforcer heads, the LS1 heads that are in the engine room. I'll just quickly show them to you. There we go. I know a lot of people are probably like, why don't you use one of your aluminum blocks? But that'll be for a race car build. But here are the AFR enforcers. Pretty nice, like jewelry.
Yeah.
So these will be really great for it because they're basically like a ported 243 head. They have 210cc runners, 64cc chambers. It has slightly larger intake and exhaust valve compared to the factory heads. So I just think these are going to be super nice on that engine. Those are the heads. And what else? What else? I think that basically covers it. I mean, like I said, the goal for this car has always been to have it just be like a really capable daily driver street car and something we could drive long distances. So I think with all these parts that I have heading our way, it'll be great.
Are you gonna take this to the drag strip too?
I think so. I'd love to see what it does on the track, and shoot, who knows?
You think it'll be faster than your Firebird?
I'm just gonna say, maybe it's gonna be a little faster too, 'cause it's gonna have more horse, and I mean, it has the same rear gear. We'll see what kind of tire we put on it. But yeah, so that's just a really quick update on the Tempest, just to fill you guys in on what's going on. I swear we haven't abandoned it. It's just, we need parts.
Bad.
Bad.
Very bad.
So anyway, stay tuned. Hopefully as stuff comes in, we'll start making more progress on the car. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.